Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, I am so tired right now, you guys. I have literally been going all day. Hold on a second. And I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I just could not sleep to save my life. I tried to stay up so that I could get these, and listen. I was listening to my audiobooks. I have just a little bit more of The Iceman, Confessions of a Mafia Hitman. And I have just a little bit more to finish. I'll probably finish it tomorrow, maybe at the airport. And then I have been also listening to Let It Snow by John Green. But I was trying to stay up to go to Starbucks to buy these cups. Because I wanted the pink one and the iridescent one. And I was like, so I had to be there at 5:30 to get these cups. And I really, really wanted them. But man, about 3:30, 3:40, I don't even know what time. I just started getting so tired. I was like, I can't do this. Oh shoot, did I not bring my battery with me? My other battery? I started getting so tired, and please tell me I did, because I don't want to run home and get the other one. And then I don't have the other battery. I hope the battery that I have in the camera is the fully charged battery. But I got so tired, so I came home and I went to bed. And then I got in bed, and as soon as I got in bed, the dogs were like all wanting to like go outside. PB like came and sat on my chest, and I was like, what is going on, bud? He never does that. He was like literally like sitting up on my chest, like looking down at me. I was like, bud, what's going on? And he was just like looking at me. He was like, And so finally I was like, do you want to go outside? And when I said that, he didn't do anything. So finally I took all of them outside, and they all went potty. So I guess that was what it was. We came back upstairs. We all went back to bed. But I had to get up today because I had 9 million things I had to do before we leave for Miami tomorrow. Well, now it's in like 5 hours. We have to leave our house in 5 hours. And I am still trying to get stuff done. I just left Meijer, where I bought some travel size stuff, because I'm just going to take a carry-on. And yeah, and then I was trying to figure out like, anyway, so I just bought that stuff at Meijer. But so I got up, and then what did I have to do early today? Well, I went and got coffee. I don't have my coffee mug in here. I got coffee because I took it inside to film a video. And the holiday drinks came out at Starbucks, and so I was like, okay, so I'm going to do a review now. That'll be easy because I can get that video up today. Because I was attempting to make review videos for every day that I was gone. My plan had been to make review videos, or to make videos on all of my channels today, and then videos on all of my channels for the days that I was gone, so I could just upload them, except for my Peter Mon channel and the vlog, because I could do those while I was gone, right? And it didn't happen, but I did get all of my review videos except for one done. So the only one I don't have is Monday. So I may just take Monday off from filming any kind of videos. We'll see. Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to, because we don't leave until late, and we don't get in until late. So, and it's supposed to be snowing here on Monday, Alex said when we get back. So he's like, bring a coat or bring a hoodie, because it's gonna be cold when we're coming back. And I was like, okay. So, but anyway, I got coffee, and then, what else did I do? There was something else I had to do. Oh man, I don't remember. I just had like errands to run. I had to get money for the trip and stuff like that. So I ran around and did some errands, and then I came home and I loaded the dogs up in the car and took them to the kennel. And then I sat there and I talked to Tanya for a little bit. And by then, because I had been running around, oh, I know what I did. Did I do that before or did I do that after? No, I went afterwards to Target. So I've been like running around looking at different Starbucks trying to find these cups, of which they didn't have them anywhere, right? By the way, this is not going to be a long vlog tonight, and I haven't said that in a long time, but it truly is not going to be a long vlog tonight. So anyway, and they'll probably be short the next couple days because I'm going to be in Miami. So I just lost my train of thought. So I've been doing all, so anyway, by the time that I left Tanya's, it was like 4:30. I think it was like 4:30, something like that, yeah. So I went to the Starbucks up here in Fishers, and well, it's inside, they have one across the street, and then there's one inside Target. So I went to the one inside Target because that was the one that I had actually seen them stocking the shelves yesterday, but I didn't see them putting any cups out. And I was like, I know, because at this Target where there's a lot of traffic, I know that by the time I go in there, there's not gonna be any cups left, right? And I walked inside, and they had every cup. They had literally every bit of their entire holiday collection out on the shelves. And I was like, oh my God. I got so excited. So I bought a bunch of stuff. I actually, one of the cups that I bought didn't make it home. Excuse me, didn't make it home. I don't even know where it is. I was like, is it back there? I have no clue where it is. But I paid for a cup. And it was a really cool coffee cup. It was like for hot coffee, and it was like beveled like this, and it was gold. And I've looked all through this card and it's not in here, so I don't know what happened to that one. But and I can't go back tomorrow with my receipt. I could go next week, but by then the cup will be gone, you know. But anyway, I mean, I can go back and get my money back, but how can I prove that I didn't get the cup, you know, then, unless the cup's still sitting there. But I guess I'll probably try to do that next week, but, you know, we're leaving, so I can't do it now. But anyway, so I got those cups, and then I went to Macy's, because I wanted to get a couple shirts for the trip, for, like, going out. So because we're going to go out to, like, dinner 2 nights, and Alex wants to go out to a club or something tomorrow night. So I bought 3 shirts. Who was texting me? So I bought 3 shirts. They were all on sale, and on top of that, they're having like a family and friends sale until, if you're like to go shopping at Macy's, it's until the 11th, and so it's an extra 30% off total sale. So I ended up getting 3 shirts, and it came to like $80, and they're real cute. 2 of them are plaid. They're exactly the same shirt. One's blue and one's red, and then the other one is this like polka dot shirt that, you know, like the same polka dot shirt that I always wear, but I got it in a more comfortable size, which means larger. And so I got those 3 shirts. I got those 3 shirts, and then this is the thing, I am so tired, but I know now that I'm not gonna be able to sleep, because I have to be up at 3 to start getting ready, because we have to leave the house, what did Alex say, no later than 4:15. So I have to get up like, well, 3:30 I can get up, because I'm gonna be packed before I go to bed. And it's 11:30, it's 11:25 right now. So that means in 4 hours I have to be up and getting ready. Right? So anyway, because I have to trim my beard and shave and everything. So, and I still have to finish packing. And I have to render this vlog and get the vlog up so that it'll be ready to go tomorrow, which is totally fine. But anyway, so I was gonna vlog throughout the whole day, and then I just was like talking on the phone to people, and I was like listening to this audiobook. You guys, okay, well, first of all, let me finish my day, and then I'll tell you about this audiobook. Okay, so because I'm really loving this book. This book is really, really good. So so then I went to Macy's, got the 3 shirts. Then where did I go? Oh, then I was gonna stop at Nordstrom on the way home, and I just was like, it doesn't matter, I don't care. But here's the thing, is I don't know how to like take cologne with me on this trip, and like I need cologne, you know what I mean? Like I need cologne. So I may take one of the Scentbird things, but the Scentbirds that I have left I don't like. So it is whatever it is. I just wish that there was some way that I could like get a small bottle of cologne. How do people travel with cologne on planes? Because my bottles are too big to take on a plane. So anyway, like I looked and it said you can have like up to 3.4 ounces, which is a bottle of cologne, but here's my fear. It said it's up to the person at the airport working there, like the, what do you call it, the air travel person. I don't want to get there with like a bottle of Chanel Blue or Creed, God forbid, or something like that, and then them be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry that you can't take this with you. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm leaving this expensive bottle of cologne at the airport. Last time what I did, okay, you guys want to hear this? I took my Creed and I sprayed it on everything in my my suitcase so that then it would already have cologne. That's what I did last time. So, and then I had the Scentbird. I took Burberry with me, the Scentbird Burberry. I have one Scentbird that I like the cologne, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. So then I got home and I started packing and laying my stuff out, and then I immediately sat down and I like literally bumped out like 5 videos back to back to back to back, and got so tired doing it. Then Alex was on his way home and he stopped at Express on the way home, and yeah, and then it just got later and later, and I was uploading these videos and working on them and trying to get all my stuff laid out and trying to take care of everything before I left, so everything would be like done and I could just relax. And I like to, and then I like to just like relax and get on the plane and just be like, oh, you know. So I also I rent movies like on iTunes. I know it's corny, but, and I rented The Art of Racing in the Rain, and I rented The Kitchen, and I rented this other one called Booksmart. It's about these girls. It's like they've been like real smart all through high school, and it's like their last day of high school. So I rented those 3 movies, and I was gonna download a bunch of movies on my computer, but I was just like, I'm not messing with this right now. So I got that, and then I downloaded some episodes of some stuff on Netflix so that I could watch that on the plane as well. And then I have my audiobooks and music and stuff. So I'm set, I think, for the plane. Plus, I have like 6 or 8 movies downloaded on the computer already that I haven't watched. Atomic Blonde I've had on there forever, and I've wanted to watch that, and Alex loved it, and I still haven't watched it, so I might watch that. And then, yeah, and so then we're going down there. We leave, our plane leaves at like, I think 7 in the morning, and we get down there at like 9:30, and then we're there, and then we don't come back until late on Monday night. Now, I'm finding out she might not need me. It's looking like she probably won't need me, and that she'll only be using Alex, which is totally fine with me. And so, like, he has some specific kind of cavity that she has to do, like, for her oral exam or something like that. And, so, that is Sunday morning at, like, 6 something in the morning. I don't know, something real early he has to be at. And then she's gonna let me know if she needs me or not. So tomorrow we're just gonna get there and hang out and like go to the pool, go to the beach, stuff like that. And then tomorrow night we're gonna go out to dinner, and then Alex wants to go out tomorrow night to some club, like maybe just some gay club in South Beach. And then Saturday we'll probably get up. Well, Saturday we're gonna get up and like go to the pool, go to the beach, hang out. And then that night, he said he wants to go to bed really early. So we'll go to a nice dinner early that night. And then, now we haven't stayed at this hotel before. I'm really excited about it. But we have like this huge balcony outside, and I am super excited about it. I'm gonna sit out there and I'm gonna watch movies while Alex goes to bed, because I can sleep in on Sunday morning. And then when he gets back, I'll get up about noon. I might get some room service. I might go down and have some brunch or have a little coffee with a muffin or something. And then we can go, when he comes back, we can go to the pool or the beach or something, unless, you know, he's tired. And then if she ends up needing me, then I'll just go to bed early on Saturday night too, you know, so. And then that's Sunday. And then Sunday night, we're gonna go to dinner somewhere nice. I'm ready, to be honest with you. I'm kind of excited for like 3 nights of nice dinners. I mean, we always go to dinner, you know, like nice places, but I'm excited to try some different places. And I got some really cute shirts. They're not like anything fancy. The one shirt's like a club room shirt and it was on sale, and the other two are like Alfani. They're like just like dress shirts, but I'll wear them with jeans. And then I'm taking comfortable shoes this time. I'm taking shoes that I bought for Vegas last year, for our anniversary, but they're the ones that actually did get broken into, and they're comfortable, and they have like these like strap things on them. So I'm taking those, and they're very comfortable. And then I'm taking my Vans, my black like, you know, high top Vans, for going out. So I'm not going to try to be all like wearing shoes. I'm not going through all that madness. So yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be really fun. And then Monday, I don't know what we're going to do because we don't leave until late Monday night. So I guess the hotel can maybe just hold our stuff, and then we can go to the pool or the beach again. I mean, we're so laid back that we can literally just like lay out by the pool or the beach all day long. And so I think we're just gonna lay out by the pool or the beach, and then like, you know, when it's time for us to go, just like change in the bathroom and put something on, which will be easy. I need to take a hoodie with me for coming back, but I don't really wanna carry it with me all the way down there and all the way back, just because it's gonna be cold when we get back in town. I'd rather just like leave it in the car, and then when I get here, put it on. I might have to take 2 pairs of jeans though, but I think for like 3 days, because I was like, Alex had all of his stuff laid out on the bed, and it was like so much. I was like, how are you getting all of that in your carry-on? And he was like, it'll fit, don't worry, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, are you taking 2 pairs of jeans? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, but he'll wear one, and I'll want to wear shorts tomorrow because I want to be comfortable. I will be wearing shorts tomorrow. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I guess I could wear jeans, but I want to be comfortable on the plane. So we'll see. I only think I have like 1 pair of jeans at home that are super comfortable anyway to wear. The other ones are these Joe's jeans that have to be like rolled up. I was like looking through my jeans. I've like lost a pair of jeans or something, or 2 pairs of jeans. I threw all of these jeans out. I went through each pair of jeans. I hope I didn't throw out a pair of jeans that I really like, because I really kept the ones that fit and are comfortable. But I'm like going through there, and I'm like, I don't see the jeans that I like needed before, or I had before. So yeah, it'll be a fun little trip. I'm excited about it. And talked to Tanya for a long time on the phone tonight, and we were just talking about, you know, nothing important. And yeah, it was fun. Or yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I don't think I'm gonna take any books down there with me. I think I'm just gonna listen to my audiobooks. On the way home, I'm gonna listen to, you know what? Oh shoot, I can't download it because it's not on Netflix yet. But when I come home, I think I want to watch Let It Snow if I finish the book while I'm gone. So let me tell you guys about Let It Snow, okay? Now, every Christmas, I always want to read a book that's Christmassy, okay? But relatable, that has great characters, but I also want it to be an adventure that takes place during a blizzard. Well, let me just tell you, this book is every one of those things. And it is so well done. I didn't really get it at first. Okay, so it's 3 different stories written by 3 different authors. The 3 different authors are John Green, I think it goes Maureen Johnson, John Green, and Lauren Miracle. I think that's the order that it goes in, but it could be Lauren Miracle and Maureen Johnson at the end, I don't know. But anyway, so the first one is about this girl, and all this crazy stuff happens to her. And it's about this town, I can't remember what the town is called now, like Grand Post or Grand Central or Grand something, I don't remember, but anyway. But there's the worst blizzard that they've had there in 50 years, okay? And it's such a great, I mean, it's so good. It is such a good book. And it reminded me of, like, if you have watched my vlog for a while, I don't know if we were vlogging when this happened. I don't think we were. But a couple years ago, well, so anyway, I'll finish it, but because the first one reminds me of something that happened to us. So the second one starts, and it's these 3 kids, and like this guy, these 2 guys and this girl, and they're like best friends which is like basically every John Green book that he ever wrote. And they're watching a James Bond marathon. They're real into movies, which is basically every John Green book that he ever wrote. And they're real teen angsty, which is basically every John Green book that he ever wrote. But I love his books. So anyway, it's kind of like if it's not broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, that's how I feel about his books. Like, I like the formula that he writes. Okay, it's not super creative, but I love his books. So anyway, and the house that they're at, the kid's house that they're at, his parents are stuck in Boston. And so he and his two friends are just like hanging out at his house, right? And he's kind of like, I hope the storm gets worse so my parents can't get home in time for Christmas, because he's gonna go over to his friend's house. Like, they're gonna walk over there and he's gonna have Christmas with his friend and stay over there for Christmas Eve and stuff like that. Okay, but then all this crazy stuff occurs, and it's all at night, like on Christmas Eve. Well, what you realize, like within like the first chapter of the second book, or the second story, is that it takes place in the same town with the same characters as in the first book. So it's like she wrote her story and then John Green read it, and then he was like, okay. And so he wrote a story that is taking place simultaneously while the first one does. So all three, it's very much like if you ever saw the movie back in the day, oh shoot, the one that took place, Mystery Train, that took place in like Nashville, and it had to do with Elvis and Graceland and stuff. It's like 3 different stories about 3 different people, but they all simultaneously take place at the same time. So it's like you watch one, then you watch the next, then you watch the third one. They all take place at the same time. It's done so well. And so now I'm like really, because I wasn't really into the second one that much, and now I'm really into it, and it's really, really good. And I have about 2.5 hours left of it. So that's why I didn't finish The Iceman, because I kept on wanting to go and listen to that, because I was like so into it today. But anyway, if you're looking for a holiday book, I am telling you, it is so good. But I will say this, if you're looking for a really, really good holiday book and you're probably not going to read 5 like I do, save it for close to Christmas, because this is like this would be a great book to read like the 22nd through the 26th, or like the 23rd through the 26th. Like, this would be such a great book to read on Christmas, because it literally, the whole book takes place on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And yeah, it's just such a great book. I'm having such a fun time reading it. But the first book, or the first part of it, reminds me, I've told this story on here before, but a couple years ago, I don't even know how long ago it was now, we got this horrible snowstorm, but the snow wasn't what was bad about it. It was that we had this ice storm, and our electricity went out, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And we were kind of just there in the house. We didn't really know what to do. But it was getting cold enough that we were like, the dogs can't stay here. One of the things that's really weird about our house, I don't know if this is like just normal, I think it is just normal, but like, our basement in the winter stays very, very warm, because we have like a true basement, like under the ground. So our basement is very warm, and in the summer it's very cool. So we were like, well, you know, we'll just put Boo and Tucker in the basement, because sometimes they sleep down there anyway, because that's where their house is, their crate that we have, but we call it their house. They're so cute. We'll go to your house, and they like immediately go to their house. Boo Radley just hangs out there sometimes anyway. But we were like, we'll just put Pee-Pee down there if we have to. But it was like so cold upstairs that we're like, I was like, at one point I was like, Alex, we can't, I've told this story on here a million times, I'm not gonna tell it again, but I was like, Alex, it was at the end, I didn't know it, but I was like, Alex, we can't stay up here, we can't stay in the house, like, we've got to go somewhere. And we were gonna go to his mom's house, or we were gonna go to like a hotel, but we really wanted to be close to our house. And Melissa, and it wasn't like late in the evening, it was like early kind of in the evening, and it started like, I think it had started like the night before, and like the electricity had been out since the night before, I think, and like in the middle of the night it went out. And so it had been like pretty much like all morning and all day, and it was now like 6 o'clock in the evening or 7 o'clock in the evening. I can't remember what time that was, and this has been a couple years ago. I really don't remember a whole lot about it, but I do remember one thing. So anyway, So we called Melissa we were talking to Melissa, and I think she called and checked on us, and she was like, why don't you guys come over here and stay? I'm making chili. And what was so weird is that we all lived like in this, like, we used to call it this like pyramid with Erin, but then Erin moved, and she and her husband now live like on the other side of this one major street. So it's not so much a pyramid as anymore as it is kind of like a squiggle line. But anyway, so Melissa was like, I'm making chili. Her electricity was fine. And she was like, I think it's because she's on a different grid too. And she was like, I'm making chili for Jason and I'll make enough for you guys. Why don't you come over here and then you can stay the night over here. And we're like, okay. And I was like, but the problem is that we have the dogs, and they had just got their first dog. They didn't, yeah, this has to have been like 5 or 6 years ago, because they didn't have their second dog yet. Or maybe they did, I don't remember. But anyway, I don't think they did, because it was like, I feel like they just had the one. And Melissa was like, oh, yeah. And they have a rescue dog. They have rescue dogs. And the rescue dogs, like, for us to bring the 3 dogs in there would have been crazy. It just wouldn't have, you know, like, we didn't even know if they would get along. So I called up Tanya, and I was like, can we bring the dogs to the kennel? I don't know, like, indefinitely. I don't know how long they'll be there. And she was like, yeah, but babe, you can't drive over here. It's like horrible. And I was like, no, we'll be fine. I'll make it over there, whatever. And she was like, okay. She was like, if you want to, I'll meet you there. Just, you know, call me when you're like 5 minutes away. Because she lives real close to the kennel. So, I really wanted my... Somebody tweeted me a picture that they bought that Hemp's lip balm that I got. It's so good. So, I will never forget Alex and I loading up the car with the blankets and everything with the babies in it. And we were driving over there in the snow and the drifting. There was not a car out on the road. And at one point I looked at Alex, I was like, we should not be out here. But we made it. And why is it I am pulling every lip balm out of here except for the one that I want? So here it is. So it was on top of my wallet, not behind it, and I was like looking for everyone behind it. So we got to the kennel, we hung out there for a little bit to get warm and stuff, and it just was, the storm was so bad. And so we finally got over to Melissa's, and we had chili dinner, and we watched movies and stuff. It was real fun. I had such a great time. I love stuff like that. Like having little sleepovers and whatever. And so Alex at some point, oh my God, I need to remember to bring my sunglasses. Alex at some point was like, this car has its brights on. I think that's so rude when people do that. Okay, so Jason went to bed, and then Alex at some point got really, really tired, and so he was like, I'm gonna go upstairs to the guest bedroom. And I said, okay, and he was like, are you gonna come upstairs? And I said, yeah, I'll come up there and sleep in a little bit, or I might just sleep down here on the couch. And he was like, okay. Melissa's like, just go to the guest bedroom if you want, Peter. And I was like, no, I might stay down here. So Alex went upstairs to the guest bedroom, and he went to sleep, and Melissa and I stayed up and like watched TV a little bit more and stuff like that. And then finally, when she went to bed, their couch, they don't have the same couch anymore. They have a nice couch, but they used to have this black leather couch, and it was so comfy. And it was like this huge, like, sectional. And I said, I'm just gonna stay down here. And I think I was listening to an audiobook or something even back then. And so I said, I think I'm just gonna stay down here and sleep on the couch sleep on the couch down here tonight. She was like, okay. So I had the fan, you know, because I always sleep with a fan. I had it like propped up against me and whatever. And there were trees outside, and like they have this huge backyard, and they have like there's like 3 different people's houses kind of on different streets that all kind of share the same huge backyard, and there's a creek back there and stuff, and the wind was whistling, and the trees were like bending and swaying, and I could hear this, and I just like felt so cozy, and so like it was a very kind of Blizzard adventure. It was very cool. And then we got up the next day, and our electricity was back on, and there was no reason for us to continue to stay with Melissa and Jason. And I was so upset. I wanted to stay there and have a snow day and a blizzard day forever. I always say that to her. She's like, you can come over here and we can have a blizzard day whenever you want. And I'm like, okay. But if there's not really a reason to stay at somebody else's house, you don't really want to stay at somebody else's house, you know what I mean? At least I don't. I don't know about everybody else, but I don't. It's just inconvenient. That was really fun. I know nobody, I can never judge how far away the cars are that are coming this way. I know not everybody probably feels the same way as me, but I really hope we get a lot of snow this year. Up till Christmas, like up till like the 25th or 26th, and then after that, I'm good to like not have any more snow. It can just completely stop after that, and I would be completely fine. Although that isn't the reality of how the world works, but that would be. I mean, if we had like a blizzard, like the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of Christmas, and then on 25th it started tapering down, and by 26th it was completely gone, I would be in heaven. I would love that. Every year, all I really want is a white Christmas. And it always kind of like snows a little bit around Christmas, but not a lot, like not tons. Like Indiana, when I was growing up, we used to always have like white Christmases in Indiana. Like we all had a lot of snow in December, but we don't anymore. Is that global warming? I don't even know. I don't even know. I always do this to myself the night before we go on vacation. I always stay up super late, and then I'm so tired the next day. We're not even really going on vacation. We're just going out of town for a couple of days. Dream. Who is texting me? Oh my god, I'm getting like mass texts. The last one's from my husband. He just sent me another one. And another one. Did he call me or something? Here, I'm gonna have to pull in here in just a second. I'll turn around. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna, I met a girl named Donna. What's her name? Are you guys long texters or short texters? Like Alex and I are long texters. We like text each other paragraphs. I could go straight and then just keep on going around. Go straight through, or I could turn around and go back the other way. I think I'm gonna go straight. I think it'll make more sense for me to go this way. I met a girl. One night we were coming home from a meeting one Tuesday night, and my friend left her purse at the meeting, and another one of our friends, this friend of ours that we pick up sometimes, and another one of our friends got her purse and like called her and said, I have your purse. And so I was like, okay, we'll turn around, we'll come back, which is like 10 minutes from here, 15 minutes. And he was like, oh no, I'll bring it to you. We literally waited like right in this housing addition right here where I'm turning in for her to bring her purse, for him to bring her purse. Wasn't that so nice that he did that? I'd have been like, well, guess what? I guess you're without a purse. You know what I need to do? I need to buy memory cards. I totally forgot to do that. Oh, there's a CVS up here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go into the CVS up here and buy these memory cards because I cracked my memory card. Oh my God, I'm so glad I remembered to do that. I'd be so mad if I got down to Miami and I didn't have memory card. Why'd that guy stop? And the light wasn't red yet. That was weird. And now he's staring over here. Alex is saying we don't need to leave till later because we're not checking our bags. And he's like, I'm going to sleep, so what time or when are you going to be packing your bag? I literally have everything laid out. All I have to do is just put it in the suitcase. I can even do that in the bathroom. I don't even have to do it. It's just laid out on the bed. I met a girl, Donna, what's her name? I don't know why I have been thinking about that song so much lately. I would have been really upset. I destroyed a memory card. I don't know how, I don't know. I've had these memory cards forever. I guess memory cards just don't last forever or something like that. But I destroyed this memory card. And then, so I have 2 memory cards. I think I had 3, but now I only have 2. I don't know where the third one is, but anyway. Maybe I only had 2. Oh, I only had 2 because I bought one for the vlog. I was like, I'm always just gonna vlog on this other one. Well, but I cracked, like the top of it is like coming off. And so like I cracked it or something. And I'm like, okay, I better get another memory card because God forbid I get out of town and then I'm hustling to try to find a memory card. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like in the hotel and be like, okay, I'm ready to film my vlog, and then I go and then my memory card doesn't work. Like, that would really suck. You know what I mean? My mother-in-law was so sweet. She texted me today and she said, I just want you to know how much it meant to me that you did this video, and I love the video. And she was just so sweet about the whole thing. I was like, that was so nice. He's texting me, it's something wrong again. I don't really think today, in all honesty, like I always like, you know, wait till the last minute. I mean, had I started filming review videos like 4 days ago or something, you know, because I wanted to get one of those videos up each day on my channel because I love that channel so well. I love all my channels, but I really wanted to film Peterism's videos too, but then Alex came home and he was packing and he was playing like, all kinds of really like loud dance music, like EDM. So I was like, I just put up my lights. I was like, I'm just gonna let him enjoy packing and being on vacation. I'm not gonna, you know, I don't need to sit here and make 5 more videos. Is this CVS open all night long? I don't even know if it is. Yeah, open 24 hours. Good, because I could use something to drink anyway on the way home. Okay. So I'm gonna get, oh, a little dip in the road there. So I'm gonna go in here and get, I know they have memory cards because last night I was at CVS buying my mother-in-law a USB thing, and right next to it they had memory cards. Where is my wallet? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I will be back in 2 and 2. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Y'all want to see what I bought? Okay, well, I bought a deodorant because I like Old Spice, and the other place didn't have the Old Spice that I like because I like Old Spice that is antiperspirant and deodorant, okay? I don't like the Swagger smell. It's just, it's too much, but it'll have to do for the weekend. But then I bought a memory card, which was actually on sale. So I bought the 64 gigabyte memory card, which is exactly what I have in my camera right now. $51 for 2 of those things. Redonkulous. Okay, hold on a second. Which sunglasses do I want to take? These. These. So I have a little bit more time now. I'm not going to vlog for a whole lot longer, but I do have a little bit more time since we now have to leave at 5 in the morning. So, it'll only take me a half an hour to get ready, which means I need to get up at 4:30 or start getting ready at 4:30, and it'll take me a half an hour to pack and stuff when I get home. And what I'll do is I'll render my vlog when I get home, and then I'll upload it. But even if I have to upload it tomorrow when we get to the hotel, I can do that too. So it's not like it has to be done tonight. But I'd like to have it all done so that I didn't have to, you know, worry about it. Oh, well, I could do it while I slept. But I kind of like to have my bag packed and everything like when I lay down. So if I'm like in a rush, I can just like go out and get it. I didn't get anything to drink in there. Damn it. Oh, well. Have you guys seen that they have this new, I'm gonna go into Speedway and get something to drink. Have you seen that they have this new, every time I go into the Speedway though, because I used to go to meetings around here a lot, I always see people that I know. They have a new cinnamon Coke out, and then they have a new Sprite, a cranberry Sprite. I think I talked about that last night in my vlog, and I want both of them. I wanna try both of them. Okay, I'm gonna run in here and get something to drink, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, I was like, is my car not starting? What you all don't know is a lot, okay? Let me pull down my sweatshirt. I just did a review. Guess what? I got the cinnamon Coke up in Speedway, and I just did a review of it. So I was like, I didn't get all my review videos done. I had one more that I wanted to make that I didn't get to. And so I was like, oh, I was looking for this all day today anyway, and the cranberry Sprite. So I found it in there, and I was like, I'm doing the review right here. We're just gonna do it right here. And the whole time I did it, the guy that works in there stared at me. I was like, how are you doing tonight? He's like, well, he goes, I just got here an hour ago. I'm already ready to go home. I always feel sorry for the people that work in the gas stations, and then they always become like my best friends in the entire world. They're always so nice. I think it would be so hard. I mean, to sit in a gas station for like 10 hours. Most of them don't just work like 8-hour shifts. They literally work like 10, 12-hour shifts. And then just to stand there all night long and, you know, like, okay, maybe mop the floor, you know, whatever, and like put, I don't know what they do, you know, put candy bars up or whatever. But after a while, like when I'll say stuff, like this one woman that I used to talk to, I think she lost her job or something, which I didn't understand. I thought she was great. But anyway, I would say to her something like, are you busy tonight? And she'd always say, I like to be busy because then the night goes faster, which I totally understand that, you know? I always get more done when I have more to do. Like today, I got so much stuff done because I just was, like I had so much stuff to do, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And I don't think that I'm gonna vlog a whole lot more because I've got to get home and get all this stuff done. But like I said, I have a little bit extra time now, but I don't want to push it till the very end either, you know? And now I have to upload, well, I have to at least render so I have it saved, this Coke review and the vlog. I love doing YouTube. I have so much fun on YouTube. I swear to God, I can make like 15 videos a day if I had enough time in the day. I just love it. It's so much fun. I would start all kinds of channels and do all kinds of different stuff on different channels. One of the things I kind of really like about the review channel is I don't have to just do reviews. I can do hauls over there. I can do DIYs over there if I want. I mean, I could do that on my Peter Mon channel too, but like, you know, I think most people come over there and watch it for the drama, and then if like, you know, all of a sudden I'm doing like a DIY of like a slime or something, they're probably like, what am I watching here? Well, this is so confusing. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't. I mean, I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. So anyway, oh my God, I can't wait for you guys to watch this one review. If you watch my review channel, I bought something thinking it was one thing and it's something else, and I didn't find it out until it was on camera filming it, and I just rolled with it. I just was like, let's just roll with this. So I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that that's what this was, and I just kept on going. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get off here now because I want to get a bunch of stuff done and maybe lay down for an hour. That would be, if I could lay down for an hour and a half, that would be amazing. So I want to get home and get all this stuff done. Okay, I have to be up, what time did I say? We have to leave the house at 5. So I have to get up at like If I get up at 4:15, that would be more than enough time. So if I got to sleep at 4:15 to 3:15, 2:45, oh, I've got a lot of time left. So if I got to sleep at 2:45, I get like an hour and a half sleep. That would be a lot. That would be good, a good amount of sleep for me. My fear is always so that I won't wake up. Like, that's always my fear, you know what I mean? But if I go to sleep, I won't get up. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here now and drink my Coke and listen to a little bit of my audiobook on the way home and then get this stuff up so I can have the video, the vlog ready for you guys tomorrow. Now, I will tell you, okay, so for everybody that comes to me and says, why aren't you vlogging throughout Miami? Miami is very loud, okay? There was this restaurant, the Venezuelan restaurant, that I wanted to, oh, I was talking about it on my review channel. I wasn't talking about it over here, but this was a Venezuelan restaurant that I love, and I wanted to review it for my review channel, and it's a different one than Doji's, and I always mispronounce it, so I'm not, it's like Baruda Cafe or something like that, but anyway, but like, it's always loud. There's always like a lot of music. Everywhere you go in Miami, there's a lot of music. So it's really hard for me to vlog like throughout the day and show stuff. Even when you're just walking down the street, there's music everywhere. Well, as soon as I have music, even if it's in the background of my video, if it's longer than like 7 seconds, it like catches it. And the problem is that, well, first of all, it demonetizes the vlogs, but I don't really care so much about that for a couple days. Like, I care less. It's not like I make that much money on these vlogs anyway. But you know, like, what happens then is that certain countries, if the music isn't copyrighted in that country, they can't watch that. And I don't know why that is, but so that's happened a couple times in the past, so I have to be real careful of that. But I am gonna try to, I mean, you know, like the last time I, you know, was on vacation, I like filmed, well, not the last, like, just 2 nights that I was in Miami, but times before that, you know, like, I tried to film on my phone and then upload it with other stuff. So I can do that. And if we're, you know, in some place where it's quiet and I can show the stuff, then I'll do that. And then I'll try to have, like, a mixture of the vlog and have it be, you know, some talking and whatever. Because I know people are like, it gets so boring just seeing you sit in a hotel room and vlogging and talking. I do my best, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to do in those situations. So, anyway, I try to do something, so I vlog something and let you guys know what's going on a little bit. And for me, it's fun too, because then I can look back and I can see, you know, like our hotel room, or I can see, like, you know, what oh, I can do that too. I can do a review of the hotel room, and then I can look back and see the hotel room, and I can, you know, look back and see, you know, like, just little memories of, like, talking about, like, the details of the trips, because sometimes, like, I'll forget, and then go back and, like, I very rarely go back and watch vlogs, but then I can, you know, go back and be like, oh, we did that, or we did this, or whatever, you know. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. You're exchanging a day of your life for it, and life is not a dress rehearsal. Do something fun today. Do something exciting. Do something meaningful. Do something that you will look back on 5 to 10 years from now, and you'll be proud that you did. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say, I love you, you are worthy, and you are valuable. And that when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you are saying these positive affirmations, that you are starting to believe them about yourself. The more that we believe things that are true about ourselves, the more other people will believe it about us, around us. Not that it matters, but self-love is probably the most important kind. And know that I love you. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you every single day. And yeah, just pick out some random stranger and say, hey, how are you doing today? Doesn't even have to say, you don't even have to pull up a random stranger and be like, I love you. But you could just say, hey, are you having a good day? Oh, I hope your day gets better. I'm glad you're having a good day. You know, I really like your shirt. Or, you know, your hair looks pretty, or whatever. It's just little small things to brighten people's day. Anyway, I love you guys, and the next time I'll see you, I'll be in Florida. I love you. Bye. Love ya. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, I did it again. I slept straight through the night. It is currently 6:08 a.m. on Saturday, so this is Friday's vlog. But I feel really rested, so The reason why it's a problem is not so much that I'm getting up at 6 a.m. and filming my vlog, which I'm sure is strange to a lot of people, but it's not strange to me. Actually, I saw my neighbor yesterday, my new neighbor that moved in. She was like, "You have kind of crazy hours." And I said, "Yeah." And she knew that I like make videos for YouTube. And I was explaining to her what I do, and I said, you know, sometimes I like to go to sleep with Alex, and so like I'll go to sleep with Alex, and then I'll wake up and be like, oh my god, I forgot, you know, I still have to go vlog, and I'll go outside and I'll vlog and whatever. And she was like, that's so much fun that you get to do that. And I was like, yeah, I love it, you know. So anyway, it wouldn't really be a problem today because I would go back home and maybe go back to sleep for a couple hours, although I'm weirdly like awake. And I think the reason is because I literally got 7+ hours of sleep. I slept straight through the night. I mean, I was out. I remember like Alex and he like put his hand across my chest, and we were like talking about today or Saturday, and I turned like, and I was like, good night babe, love you, and I like turned over and I was out. Like I don't remember anything after that, and he was on his phone when I told him good night. So it is cold in Indianapolis. It is 30 degrees. Oh, but the reason why like it usually wouldn't matter, but today it does, is because today is Carlitos' birthday party, which is at 2 p.m. and I'm meeting Alex there because he has like work stuff he has to do today. And then I got some water before I left. I was so thirsty for water. You know, and of course I want to make videos and stuff, so we've got to figure out a time to do that, because we're apparently going to his birthday party at 2 o'clock. I'm sure that will probably go 2 hours, 3 hours, and then we're supposed to go back over to Carlos and Liliana's for like, to hang out and do like birthday cake or something over there. So it'll end up being this very long deal. Well, I also have my audiobook that I have to listen to. And so my plan had been to really drive around tonight, Saturday night, and listen to like 4 hours of it. That had been my plan, to listen to 4 hours on Saturday night and 4 hours on Friday night, and 4 hours on Saturday night, and then have the whole thing done. I know there are some people that are like so confused right now, like what day it is and whatever, watching this. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's like Janis Joplin said, it's all the same effing day, man. But you know, like, I was gonna listen to 4 hours on Friday night. I was gonna get my vlog done early, and then, because that's why I laid down at like 10:30 and something like that, and I was gonna lay down from 10:30 to like 11:30, I think is when I set my alarm, and then get up, and I was gonna vlog from like 11:30 to 12:30, and then I was going to listen to my audiobook till like 4:30 in the morning. And then tonight, I was gonna listen to like another 4 hours throughout the day, and then I'd have the book done. Well, now I've screwed myself because it is the day before the live stream. We may have to move the live stream. I just don't know how I'm possibly gonna get this book done in 24 hours. I don't know. I need to talk to Mel about it today. I mean, it's not like it's a huge ordeal. There's only like 30 people that come to the live stream, which is great. You know, I mean, I've never in a million years thought I'd ever have a book club that had that, you know, 30 to 50 people that attend. Here's my coffee lip balm. There's like 2,000 people that are active, like, well, 2,000 people in the book club. And of course, not everybody reads the book every month, but there's quite a few people that read the book that just don't come to the live stream. I would do the live streams on YouTube since I figured that out. But last time we guested a bunch of people. That water tastes so good. But last time we guested a bunch of people, and I want to be able to do that again, and you cannot do that on YouTube Live anymore. Plus, I can kind of like moderate what's going on a little bit easier. The fact that it's smaller, I don't know, keeps it just a little bit nicer. So, because it doesn't go so fast, you know. So that's supposed to be on Sunday at 4 p.m. I'm gonna have to talk to her today and see what we're gonna do. I don't want to go into it just not having finished the book. I like the book. I just don't know that there's any way that I can possibly get it done. That means I have to listen to 9 hours in 24 hours. I just don't know that there's any possible way that I can get that done. So anyway, but I had kind of planned that on Saturday I wasn't sure that I was going to make videos anyway because of Carlitos' birthday party, and I just kind of wanted to be with family and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just take the day. But on Friday, because I was so busy, I had like all this sobriety stuff to do on Friday. I was like, I had like this commitment in the early evening, and then I was had to meet with a friend of mine in the afternoon. And I was like, well, maybe, but I ended up making videos on Friday. So, okay, what did I do? I got up, and like I said, this vlog, did I say this already? This vlog is not going to be super long. It just can't be, you guys, today, because I have too many things. I'm on my way currently, well, I'm in the direction of, whenever I finish vlogging, I'll probably go in there and do it. I'm in the direction of going to get Carlitos' birthday present. Alex already got him something. He got him a bunch of Spider-Man stuff, apparently, when he was at Target. So Alex got off work yesterday, and he went over and picked up Sarah, and then they went to Target, and he bought Carlitos' birthday present. He was gonna get it from both of us, but I was like, no, I want to get him something too. So when he was there, he FaceTimed Carlitos and like was showing him stuff, and I was like, well, that makes it real exciting for the kids. So he got him like the Spider-Man stuff. He really wants a remote control car, so I think I'm gonna get him a remote control car is what I'm gonna do. People are up and early at Denny's this morning. So yeah, that's the direction I'm going in. But anyway, what was I gonna say? So this is gonna have to be a short vlog today. I got up on Friday, and I'm trying to think of what I did. Oh, like I got up and I took the dogs out, gave PP his medication, and then I had to like leave and get out of the house because I had to go meet up with my friend. And so I went and met up with my friend for coffee. And then I had a bunch of errands to run after that. My day seemed to go so quick because I didn't leave there until like 3, and then I had to be at this recovery commitment thing at 5, and so it was like my day went super fast. I came home in between, and I filmed. Did I do it afterwards or before? No, I did it afterwards. After, so like I'm just saying, it was like an hour long. It's like an hour and a half long, and then I got home about 6:45, and I filmed a video for my Peter Mon channel, and then I filmed a video for my Peterisms channel, and I wanted to do a review video, but I didn't get to it. And not enough hours in the day. That's how I feel. I was thinking about this yesterday because I announced my book and my Peterisms channel that, so I'm going to start doing this like every month on my Peterisms channel. I'm going to read a book. There's going to be like, it's like kind of like a read-along, not necessarily like a book club, but like a read-along. Self-help or motivational book. And so for November, I'm reading The 4 Agreements. and by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've never read it before. I heard it was fantastic. And, but I was thinking about like how in my life I've had people like criticize me and be like, you're always starting things, you're always like new ideas, and you sometimes like don't like your ideas never, come to fruition, but a lot of times they do, A lot of my ideas that I've started, like a book club or like a vlog or whatever, have taken on a life of their own, or YouTube. When I started doing YouTube on BookTube, that was like when I was committed to like posting regularly. I never thought, I never in a million years thought that it would turn into this, where it literally became my life. I just really had no idea. And that was just 3.5 years ago. So it's crazy how, much your life can change in such a short amount of time. I posted this picture yesterday on my Instagram, and I was like, can't wait to be back. It was like from Miami, and I was like, can't wait to be back in Miami, or be back in Miami next week or something. Will be our second home, hopefully very soon or something. Oh my God, I got so many people from like my personal life that called me and was like, are you moving? Did you not tell us something? Blah, 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 whatever. Like Melissa texted me and she was like, are you moving to Miami? What's going on? I was like, Melissa, we were just at your house last night. Don't you think we would have told you? And, but we have kind of been on the down low looking at houses, and, it's been very exciting. We have some areas picked. And we kind of did anyway, that we, like, areas that we were looking at. I would love to be right in South Beach, but that's just not realistic. It's just too expensive. And as much as I like that Brickell area, which is one of the areas that we looked at, I just don't know that we can afford that. Like, I just think, I just don't want to be house poor. For a second home, that we're not going to be in all the time. And it's not really in an area that you could Airbnb it. You could, but I don't know that. I don't know. And that's not really what I want to do with a place anyway. Like, if I have my own second place, like, I want to have my own second place that I can go to whenever I want. But, so anyway, yeah, I don't think I really want to say a whole lot more about that right now. But we are seriously starting to look at some places. The other thing is that we would never move completely from Indianapolis. We would go back and forth. PP had a great day today. He was weird. I don't know if maybe it's the weather and now he's used to it or what, but he woke up today, and what is this sandwich called? It says, is it called the Pilgrim? And it's like all turkey. The Pilgrim, it is. And it's like, oh, a Thanksgiving feast in every bite, and it's cranberry sauce and turkey, and at the Get Go gas station. They should sponsor my channel, the Get Go, for me sending people to go eat their Thanksgiving feast sandwich. See, that's like something that sounds good if I wasn't a vegetarian. But like turkey almost sounds worse to me though than a cheeseburger, in all honesty. PB did great today. I think he coughed like once the entire day, and he was super active, and he was running around in the backyard. I don't know if maybe he's just, now it's 34 degrees, that's so weird. Maybe he is just used to the weather. I think what happened was the night before I had felt bad for him because he just seemed so hungry. And he doesn't like that food. So I gave him like a huge plate of Boo and Tucker's food, and he literally ate it down in like 2 seconds. And I think it just made him sick. I think like he was like, his little stomach couldn't handle it. And I thought I was doing something right, you know. He just hates that food that he eats. Like, he hates it. Like, tonight we put it down and he wouldn't eat it. And you know what was so funny was, I stood in the kitchen finally and I was like, Pee-Pee, I was like, that food is perfectly fine. You need to eat your food, Pee-Pee. And he looked up at me and then he started eating the food. When I stood right there, he ate it. Like, ate it. And, like, not like just nibbled around it, but like he ate it. But then he did that for like 5 minutes and then he looked up at me and he like walked away. And like half the plate was left. I was like, damn it, Pee-Pee. You know, and our vet had always said, she said, I would rather have a lean dog with heart disease than a heavy dog with heart disease. So, you know, she's always happy with his weight, but I don't want him to get thin. Like, I don't want him, you know. And Pee-Pee's never been heavy, and he's never been super thin. So, but he's doing much better today. He was running around the backyard and chasing his brothers, and then I had to, like, he's so funny. At one point, like, Boo and Tucker came inside, and I was like, Pee-Pee. I was like, come on, Pee-Pee, let's go inside. Let's have treats. And he just, like, looked at me. And so I, like, walked inside, and I was, like, doing some other stuff, and I came back out there, because, like, he just walked around the backyard, and I go, Pee-Pee, I go, come on, we gotta have treats, let's go. And he just, like, stopped and looked at me, and then he kept on, like, sniffing the grass. So I let him keep on walking around. I went back out there like 3 or 4 minutes later. And I go, Pee-Pee, I go, you better come on. And he just stopped and looked at me, and I go, okay, I guess no treats then. And he came like running inside. It was so funny. It's so weird, you know, like, Alex said to me yesterday, he said, I'm starting to worry that maybe Pee-Pee is starting to wind down. You know, that they, because like a lot of what we've read, I need to stay off those articles, but like, my vet always tells me that. She's like, every situation is completely different. Do not read articles about that stuff. But, you know, they'll say, oh, dogs with heart disease start to wind down, and they get real lethargic at the end, and they lose their appetite. You know, it's like, so I pick, you know, and choose symptoms that Pee-Pee has and put them all together and basically say, well, it's over, you know. And then I get real worried and real stressed out. And so Alex was like, yesterday, he was like, because Pee-Pee just didn't seem himself at all. And he was like, I think maybe he's starting to wind down. And Alex got real upset. And I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. You know, I'm just not. I'm not ready for my life to change that drastically, I guess. And, I mean, we don't have any control, you know, over when pets go. I get so many, you know, comments in the comment sections from you guys. It just breaks my heart for you when you're like, oh, my, you know, I lost my dog today, or, and I always feel so horrible for you guys, you know. And I mean, I know it's a part of of life, you know, but so anyway, I was worried I was going to wake up and he was going to be 10 times worse than he had been on Thursday, but that wasn't the case. So he was 100% better, and I was very happy about it. And he's doing good this morning, because right before I left, I took them out, and he just leaped off the bed to go outside, and I took him outside, and then I gave him his morning medicine stuff, so. Anyway, I was singing that Donna song for Alex. I was like, oh, Donna. He was like, I was like, do you know that song? He was like, no. And I'd actually downloaded it like a couple weeks ago, and so I have it like on my iPad, or what do you call it when it's in your phone? Just your iTunes? Is that what you call it? Just your iTunes? I was like, here, I'm gonna play it for you. He was not impressed. And I was standing up and I was like swaying it, and I was using it as like a microphone, and I had a girl and I was a name. But my favorite part of this song, what's my favorite part? Well, it's not till the very end. I didn't realize it until I was listening to the song. It's like the last 30 seconds. So then I was like, do you know Richie Valens? And he was like, didn't he die in a plane? And I go, is that all you know about Richie Valens? And he goes, well, what do you know? And I go, didn't you see the movie? And he goes, what movie? And then I couldn't remember what the movie was called, you guys, and I had to like look it up. And I couldn't remember it, and I looked up Richie Valens movies. Well, apparently, to my idiocy, Richie Valens was like in a ton of movies, like in the 50s or 60s or whatever, you know, like Elvis was. And so it pulled up all of those movies, and I was like, what was that? And then all of a sudden it pulled up Lou Diamond Phillips' picture, and I was like, yes, Lou Diamond Phillips, that's who it is. And it was La Bamba, and I had totally forgot that it was da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, la-la-la-la-la-la Bamba. So I said to Alex, this is truly what it is like living with me, just so you know. So for you 14 haters that dislike my video every day, this is what it would be like for you all the time. But anyway, I was like, do you know that movie? And he was like, what movie? And I was like, la 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 Bamba. I know I missed or added a few laws in there. But anyway, I hope I got one of my haters to at least smile just a little bit, because y'all are so bitter. But anyway, better! He said, of course I know that movie. I go, well, you don't know Donna. He goes, well, who's Donna? And I go, Donna was his girlfriend in the movie. He goes, he died in a plane accident. I go, I know he died in a plane accident, Alex, but he had a girlfriend, her name was Donna, and he wrote a song for her. Was she his wife or something? I can see her in the movie. Whatever happened to Lou Diamond Phillips? So Alex and I tonight, I got done with my videos. He came home. I did not start my diet today. I'm sure it's a real surprise to people, and I'm real let down over it. But anyway, I was like, well, maybe Monday. Anyway, maybe Monday in June. I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? So anyway, I got food, not healthy food either. I got Burger King. And so anyway, and sat there and ate, and he had all this chili, and we watched both episodes, the last 2 episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't watched. It's so still on the, I was at the end and didn't even know it. It's so still on the lake this morning. But we watched both episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't seen, and yeah, it was good. I might have gotten Burger King and a Crunchwrap Supreme. A black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. And my husband might have had several bowls of chili and 2 cookies from Melissa's. Look, it was Friday night. Anyway. So, yeah, so we watched American Horror Story. I'm trying to think what the episodes were. They were good. It just doesn't seem very cohesive to me this season. I'll have to say, this is one of the seasons, American Horror Story. It's called 1984 if you're not watching it. And it's basically like modeled after like 80s horror movie, of which you know I love. And like I was really excited about it when it started, and I'm not excited about it now. Like it's okay. Like I enjoy watching it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy having a show together that Alex and I watch. He really doesn't like the season, and but I'm just not that excited about it. I just don't think it's that good. I find myself talking about other stuff. Like we were sitting there, we both love Billy Lords, I think is her name. And so he was like, he said something about her tonight. And I said, I love her. I said, she's fantastic. She was in Scream Queens too. And he was like, she just came out of nowhere. And I said, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he goes, what? And I go, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he said, we have this argument every time, he forgets who she is. And he goes, from doing Scream Queens in this show, no she's not. And I go, her mother was Carrie Fisher. And her grandma was Debbie Reynolds. I don't know why I can always never remember it's Debbie Reynolds. And I said I think she and her brother split the inheritance or something like that. Or she and Carrie Fisher's brother split the inheritance or something like that. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. I go, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia from Star Wars. He's like, I know. He was so cute tonight. Alex had all the dogs around him. But then because all the dogs, Boo and Tucker were like right together. It was so cute. But because so he sits down and then he puts the blanket over his lap. And then the dogs like all sit on the blanket around him. But then he thinks that is a reason to have me go get him things. So he was like, I have some sprees in there. But he said they were sweet tarts. He was like, I have some sweet tarts in there. Can you get those for me? And I went in there. And I was like, you mean sprees? He was like, yeah, sprees. Can you give me my sprees? I was like, yeah, sure. Then he was like, can you give me another blanket? Like, is there anything else you want me to do? Because you can't get up. He's like, I have the dogs. He kept on going, I have the dogs. Oh, man. I met a girl. Oh, that's my favorite part where it goes, oh, Jana. But that's at the very end, in case you want to know. It's like literally in the last 30 seconds. We went to a friend's house the other night that's like up the street, and we came from the other way, like down here, coming this way, and I never go down there. Like, I always turn around in this church, which is like out in the middle of nowhere anyway. If you live in Indianapolis, I'm in Oak Landon right now, which I have no reason to drive to Oak Landon, right? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So, but it's like the backside of Geist, which is where I grew up. So if you go down here, there's like a gas station and like strip malls and stuff like that. So we came from that direction and we were going over here, and Alex goes, said something about where, he goes, oh, I know where we are now. He was like, you know, me and so-and-so used to go to lunch over here all the time because Alex used to do a bunch of work stuff over here. And I was like, oh yeah. And all of a sudden we passed this church and I was like, that's that church that I turn around in all the time. It's at 800. The street is 800. Like 800 North or something. I can't see what it says. 800 Northwest or something. And I thought it said Boo on it. I was like, oh my God, it's Boo Street. That's so hilarious. And all of the corn is gone out here. Whenever I tell Alex that, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I vlog out here. And he'll be like, you vlog out here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you come out all the way out here and vlog. And I'm like, yeah, where do you think I vlog? Around our neighborhood? Like 200 times or something? I just got the biggest craving for a Dr. Pepper. I don't even know why. Doesn't that sound so good though right now, Dr. Pepper? You're probably like, no. Why would you just randomly think of that? Because I do. It sounds delicious to me. I want to get a bunch of Christmas candles and Christmas stuff. I don't know when I want to put up the Christmas decorations this year. Well, really, it's just my little tree. But I might buy some other things this year and put it up too. But I don't want the house to be too cluttered. Although the other day I said to Alex, did did he bring it up or did I bring it up? Because we were talking about getting new sheets. I love that comforter. I love so much. We might need to get like another one in a different color or something, so that when we clean them, we can just put the new one on. But he said, I was thinking about getting some new sheets, and I said, do you want to get another pair of sheets? Because I really liked that brand of jersey sheets I got. And that's what I meant. And he was like, yeah, do you want to get flannel? And I go, flannel? And he was like, I haven't had flannel sheets in forever, but I like flannel looking sheets that are jersey, you know? And he was like, yeah, you know, and because I had said to him, I said to him like a month or two ago, like, could we get some flannel sheets? So I like how they look, and I think they're cute and masculine and stuff. And he was like, yeah, he was like, we can get some flannel sheets. And then the other day he like mentioned it. He was like, are we going to get the flannel sheets? And I was like, well, we can. I can't believe that, like, I don't know what just made me think of this, that, like, every day of my dad's life, like, he's been up for, like, 2 hours already. Like, I know if I went to my dad's house right now, like, he would have, like, read the newspaper, had, like, his first 2 cups of coffee for the day, and be, like, completely showered and dressed for the day. Even on a Saturday. My dad was never, like, the type that, like, when he went into work, my dad is a super sharp dresser, and when I was a kid, he like went to Chicago and he got his suits from this store called Mark Shale in Chicago, and my dad always wore the coolest suits, like, in the winter, I just remember he had the most beautiful suits, and they were like, you know, all these tweeds, and, you know, and then he would have just really pretty ties, and he always just looked like a college professor, you know, at Yale or something like that. And he wears little round rim glasses and stuff. And so anyway, my dad, my dad loves clothes, and he's just, but like those kind of clothes, you know, he's just a sharp dresser. But you know how, like, some people, like, I can remember, like, when I was talking to Caroline, my cousin Caroline, about her dad, my Uncle Dave, and she would say, you know, Dad, every day, no matter what, gets up and he puts on, like, khakis and, like, a button-down collared shirt, you know? Well, that is not my dad. That is not my dad. My dad is very much, like, he gets up every day and takes a shower. He, like, gets up, reads the paper. My dad reads, like, every day, like, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, every single day. And drinks his coffee, and then probably reads some other book. My dad's always reading some obscure book about something that you would never, he goes to the bookstore and he buys, like, he only reads nonfiction, and he buys, like, you know, 5 or 10 books on topics that you have never heard of before, about things. He just reads everything random. So when we go and see him, he's always telling us about, you know, something completely random about, like, this religious organization, you know, in this island that nobody's ever heard of. Not religious organization, but religious group or whatever, you know, or it'll be about a certain way to, like, you know, make tea, or some animal that's extinct or something. He's always reading about all these, like, just really random things. But anyway, but, like, on the weekends, my dad would get up, you know, and he would, showered and ready, but he would always just, like, in the summer, you know, put on, like, shorts and a t-shirt. My dad always, so this idea of me collecting t-shirts wherever I go, my dad did it. And it wasn't so much like a thing that he collected. I wouldn't say that he collected them. He just always bought t-shirts wherever he went. So, like, you know, my entire childhood was filled with my dad. My dad has worn Patagonia since I can remember. And he always would wear these, like, grayish or khaki Patagonia shorts that were kind of like mid-thigh, but they were like sailor shorts, because, you know, my dad always was on a boat, and because he had his own sailboat. And then he just was always on sailboats. He did like a lot of like medical missionary work on sailboats and stuff like that. So then he would have a t-shirt on top of it that would say like Honduras or, you know, St. Thomas or something, you know. He had all these t-shirts, mostly from like the Caribbean, that he would wear. And that he would get grabbed in the airport or whatever, or some bar that, you know, like restaurant, like in these places. My dad was like such a cool guy. He, and you know, he was single for a long time too, and he really enjoyed, I think, being single. And I mean, he enjoys being with my stepmom, but I think the time that he was single, he enjoyed it because he, every winter, it would scare my mom to death. This was after they were separated, but he would go to Banff, Alberta, Canada. I think that's correct. And he would hike in the Canadian Rockies by himself. I have several t-shirts from when I was a kid that said Banff on them, and he did too. But he would hike there when he was a kid, or when I was a kid, by himself. He would go up there for like 2 or 3 weeks. He actually dated this girl for a while that he met up there, and she was from Australia. She was from New Zealand, and she was like one of the editors on the movie The Man from Snowy River. But anyway, she was like a world traveler. That was before like people just had like a backpack and traveled, I remember. He was so excited. She came to like visit. She stayed for an extended period of time, and we like watched that movie, which I don't think I ever really understood. But anyway, and at the very end, her name was in the credits. But my dad, that was when he did a lot of traveling like that. That's when he did like a lot of the medical work, like in Honduras and places like that. My mom would be like, I can't believe that he's taking all these risks. That was when he went to the US Open. So, okay. My dad, so I come from a big tennis family. Like, my family loves tennis. So my dad went to the US Open one year, but he wanted to get like courtside. So he made up these, he bought a huge, my dad loves cameras, he always has. And so he had just bought this brand new Nikon camera, I think it was. And he had this like huge, what do you call it? Like neck thing. It was like this big, you know? And it was like one of these, it was like, this is in the 70s. This was like 78, right? And it was like, it looked like a camera strap, but that was like woven, like hippie woven, you know what I mean? It was very artsy and colorful. And he like grew a beard out so that he looked like just some like random photographer that was like, you know, and then he had these like jean cutoff shorts on, and like he has pictures of himself in his house, like, okay, and like these huge tube socks pulled up, and then he had on like just some t-shirt that said like St. Thomas or something on it, and he went with this huge camera, and he literally, I mean, this is back in the day, like today you couldn't do it probably, you know, but that he made this like some, I can't, like Sports Illustrated or something like that. He made a press pass and laminated it. He laminated it and everything, and he went there and got courtside and literally got pictures of these guys courtside and at the US Open in New York City, and has pictures of him like, you know, down on one like, you know, knee like this, like taking pictures and stuff that people took of him. That's so funny that my dad did that. My dad is somebody that is like totally unafraid. Like he is unafraid and really, and we talk a lot about this word unbothered. Like he is really unbothered. Like it's funny how it has changed for him though over time. Like when I was younger, you know, like he would get really, incensed is not really the word, but like, you know, if you told him something, he would get kind of heated about it. Not really heated, but like, okay, this isn't okay, and blah, blah, blah. He just isn't like that today. Like, if you tell him something, you know, he's just like, he just kind of laughs, you know, he's like, okay, you know, like, he just doesn't give things any time or energy that he doesn't care about. If that makes sense. Like, he loves his dog, he loves my stepmom, he loves me, he loves Alex, he loves the house, he loves being on the water, he loves his work. Other than that, he loves to read, he loves to travel. Other than that, he doesn't pay it a whole lot of attention. He just doesn't, you know? My jaw is hurting, I don't know why. Boo Radley is always the last dog to wake up, usually. Well, Pee-Pee has been the last couple days, but Boo Radley usually is. And Tucker's always the first one to wake up. But tonight, Boo Radley, I had to wake him up to take them outside. And Boo Radley was crying while he was dreaming. He was like, you know, running in his sleep. And he was like, Well, it was so cute. What do you think dogs dream of? You think they just dream of like running outside or chasing birds or eating snacks? Or when you think about the fact that like our dogs or cats or pets or whatever, they know us, and they kind of recognize probably some people on the street or friends that, or family that we have that come by, and that's the limitation of their world, you know? Although, like, as much as dogs seem to understand, I really think they understand a lot more than we give them credit for. I also think that dogs watch TV. I don't think they understand it, but I think they actually can see images. Like, I was reading something and it said a long time ago, and it said that dogs can't see like the images that are on a TV. And then I read something recently. Is that a new strip mall? What is that? What is that? Oh, I've got to go see what this is. This is a Tide Cleaners drive-thru? What is that? I want to go there. I might have to try that for my review channel. But, then I read something recently and it said that dogs do know what is, this is like a brand new thing. It's kind of back here, kind of hard to get to though. That they do know, like when they're watching TV, what they're seeing. Which is funny because like our dogs watch TV. Boo Radley has no clue what's on that TV. But Pee-Pee kind of watches it and he kind of goes like this and watches it, you know? Tide Cleaners. I don't get it. Drive-through entrance. Do you think it's like you drop your clothes off? It's gotta be. I'm gonna look it up because I wanna know. I wanna know if she really loves me. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Dry cleaning and laundry. Wash and fold. Tide Cleaners planning to open 5 indie area franchises. Why can't I get to the article? I don't want to leave a comment. It says you must be logged in to leave a comment. I don't care to be I don't care. I just want to read the article. What's the problem? Tide Cleaners provides personalized washing, folding, dry, cleaning, and alterations. The future of laundry care, brought to you by America's #1 trusted brand. What are people going back to all of that? Like, oh, there's a little dog park in there. How cute is that by that apartment complex? But I will tell you what's funny is, it seems like it was so long ago that we didn't have a washer and dryer. Do you remember that period of time that we didn't have a washer and dryer? And we had to go to the laundromat, which I quite frankly loved going to the laundromat. Nowadays, it seems like, well, I don't right now, because our washer and dryer is so fast that, like, I put a load of wash in, and then I get it done, and then that's it. But it seems like I do a load of wash, like, every single day. I do something. Whether it's towels and linens. I need to do towels. We have so many towels, though. We don't have so many towels to clean. We have so many towels, period. So, like, we clean them, and then we put them, you know, away. And then we have more towels that we bring out, because we always buy towels. It seems like whenever there's like a sale, like on nice towels, like, well, Alex is good about that, about buying towels. I usually buy like the bedding, and he buys towels. So yeah. But I used to, like, always, like, once we got the washer and dryer, I would always have something in the washer or the dryer, and, you know, be like running it. I don't so much. I wonder if that place is open, that Rise place. It's interesting to me that a lot of these, like, brunch places are not open at 5 till 7 on Saturday morning. I'm really kind of surprised by that. I think Patachou's open by now. It's at the end and I didn't know it. I said this was going to be short, and look, it ended up being long. I'm awake now. I don't think that I'm going to be able to go back to bed, which is fine, because then I can just make my videos for the day that I want to make and stuff. But, part of the problem is I don't know what I'm going to make my videos about just yet. Well, I could drive around and listen to my audiobook. God knows I need to do that, so. What is with all this crazy construction? Anyway, I think I'm gonna get off here now and just make this a little bit shorter, and I'll try to vlog longer tomorrow, you guys. Oh my God, this huge detour. What does it say? I'm gonna go this way, because I don't know how to go that way around. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here now, and listen to, I guess, my audiobook. I wanna get a Dr. Pepper. And I've gotta go, I've gotta buy Carlitos' birthday present. I still have to go do that. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the Meijer and do that. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Enjoy your day, make the most of it. Do something today. Are you kidding me? This road is closed too. I feel like I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone. Anyway, do something today, road closed to through traffic. Do something today that that you're gonna look back on and be proud of, or happy that you did. You're exchanging a day of your life for it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. And make sure that you look in yourself in the mirror. Back up. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say to yourself, I love you, you are valuable, you are important. Important. And you allow yourself to know your own self-value and your own self-worth. You gotta start telling ourselves that on a daily basis. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know that they are important to you. Live your life with compassion, love, and kindness. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!